Allyship is like a hug. And let's frame that in a way to kind of ground this metaphor. Um, if we, and we do know that racism is ongoing and sustained trauma for Black, Indigenous, and people of color, right? Then allyship, by nature, is an act of healing, right? So allyship is like a hug because even though, even in your own circles, generally the people you're an ally to might want one, not everyone does. And it's not actually the hug itself that is being an ally. It's wanting to connect and getting permission and consent to connect in that way, right? Um, and that to some degree you need to tailor your allyship to the needs of the individual people in your life, even though there might be like trends and patterns. Um, and this is where it's really important, right? If the way you practice being an ally isn't working for someone and they tell you to stop, like if you're hugging someone and they tell you to stop hugging them and they say that you hugging them is causing them mental and emotional trauma, right? You don't then say, well, you can't dictate how I get to be an ally because I'm not going to want to be an ally for too long. Or you don't say, well, it's not my responsibility that me hugging you is causing like harm to your health, right? That's on you. Like, duh, of course you hugging them after they've said stop or like without even checking in first if that's what they wanted is harmful, right? So if you approach allyship the way you approach just greeting people, regardless of what you default to and are comfortable with, regardless of what other people generally say yes to, um, then I feel like it shouldn't like I'm a little flustered because of something that happened over the past night and this morning. But like, if someone's telling you to stop doing something, and you're, especially if you're a white person, if a Black, Indigenous, or person of color is telling you to stop doing something because it's hurting them, believe them and stop. It's really that simple. Don't get defensive and don't say like, oh, well, I have all these other like Black, Indigenous, and people of color in my life, and like that, that's what works for them, so that's what I'm going to keep doing. Cool. Not really relevant in this particular situation. And you're actually doing the thing that is racist in that you're treating a whole bunch of people like a monolith, and people who aren't fitting into that monolithic identity, you're then dismissing the needs and concerns they're actually asking for themselves individually. So yeah, so again, allyship is like a hug, and it's not actually the act of hugging that makes you an ally. It's checking in to confirm that that is what people want and need, and if they don't, finding out what the thing is that they do. Right? Okay. I think we're gonna have to tweak that one. It didn't roll off as easy as the backpack metaphor, but like consider this a first draft. Thanks.